Hello students, this is Dr. Petroda. Once again, we are back with a video on how to do programming using string. This time the question that we have picked up is printing in initials of name. Initials of name. So let us see, we have picked up a question over here. So let me just put the question little down so that visibility is there. So I'm going to put the question at the bottom so you'll be able to have the visibility. Okay, so here is a question. It says write a program to input a string from the user and print as it's given in the initials as it's given in the format that is given here. So the input string is Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar. You're printing s dot r dot t dot. So logically, if you look at it, s, r, and t, which is supposed to be the first letter of each word. This question can be done in two ways. Okay, so I'm going to keep a line in between and we are going to say here method 1 and here we are going to learn method 2. And both methods are acceptable in ICSE. There is nothing wrong with either of them. It's just the manner in which you logically think. So method 1 we go. So my input string, let's say Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar. So now you'll have to first try to see, go back to string 3 program that I have taught how to read a string word by word. So if I say I am printing the string word by word, it will come Sachin, Ramesh and Tendulkar. Okay. Now if you look at it, S, R and T, which is my output required over here, S dot R dot T dot is my output. Now I am getting first character. If you try and recollect, any strings first index position of a character is a 0 index. Here also 0, here also 0. So what we can do is we can break the string. So after of course input a string or name of course, then you are going to using loop. You should know by this time, using this program you must go back and get to this program how to break a string into words. So using loop, break string or word, you can say, or name word wise. 3, once a word is broken, read 0, that's 0 index of each word. All right, and accumulate. 4, of course, repeat from step 2, and the last one that you will see is print the accumulated string. Now what does this mean, all this that I have explained? So we need to know how input, of course we know. So we come here, we pick up a program. So here is a program, let us say here is a program. So you look at the program, you must stay with me. Okay, so this is where we are going to input a statement or a word. You can say name as well. So I can write down here name as well. Now when I'm inputting a name, it's using of course scanner. So scanner object is being used, for which of course import Java will be used. So once it is done, if you recollect your string 3 program, we must add a space in order to ensure that the last word is also read properly. Okay, so you refer to string 3 program, it will help you understanding why this space is needed. Now we go from 0 to the last character. Each character is read. All those characters which are not a space, they will get accumulated to form a word. So if I actually input here Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar, this particular line will add that space behind. The space has been added. Now we are reading each Sachin in. We are reading each word, each character. A caret will help me reading each character at each index position. All those characters which are not a space. So S, A, C, H, I, N. These are not a space. All of them, excuse me. Yeah, sorry, my mistake. All of them will get accumulated over here. So by the time it will be Sachin has come in here. The moment space is red, we come here to the else part. So W contains Sachin, whose 0 number character has been removed with a dot behind because we want S dot, and we put it to accumulation. So this is your accumulation side in a string. Accumulator is T is equal to T plus. What do you want to add? You will join it over here, provided your accumulator begins with null, nothing, blank. So Sachin, by this time here S dot is accumulated. The moment computer will read this line, it will remove this Sachin. And after this, computer will come here and read the loop again. Continue reading the loop. Now RAMESH, you can make out this. None of them are space, so all of them must have been accumulated here. The moment computer comes here to read that space not equal to space is false. So comes here Ramesh ka R dot. Ramesh is a word in W. Character at 0 is definitely R, followed by dot. Previous value is already S dot plus R dot will make S dot R dot. Immediately after this is going to be blanked out, gone. Loop will take me back here to read TENDULKAR. All these characters, if you look at it, they are not a space. So every time a character is read, since they are not a space, they have been accumulated here to make complete Tendulkar. Now if you recollect, before we got into the loop, there is already a space which is added. So that space will be read. Space not equal to space is false. So Tendulkar will be brought over here. Tendulkar's first number character is T followed by dot. Previously S dot R dot is already there. Now T dot is going to add over here. Now after that, computer may blank out this. We don't need this. But after this, the loop is over because after space there is nothing else. So when I come out, computer will print that T value as S dot R dot T dot. So if I run the program, compile, no syntax error, I will copy this from here, copy, close, I put a string, it gives me S dot R dot T dot. So that's how computer is able to read each and every character from a given string. Where is it? Yeah. So this is your program. This is the method number 1. Okay, so I hope you guys have understood. If you know how to read word by word, it's pretty simple. Now part 2, the explanation of 2. So suppose if I have Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar string. What are we going to do is, if you look at, as we've understood, every word begins and ends at the space. So the moment space occurs, previous word is over and the new word is expected to begin. So what we will do is, in this case, instead of adding a space behind, we'll add a space here. We read a character. If the character is space, then we take the next character and accumulate somewhere. We continue reading. As soon as space occurs, we take the next character, we accumulate somewhere. We continue reading. As soon as space occurs, we take the next character, we accumulate something which gives me what I want. So you still need, after input, you need to use loop, read each character. Is it? Now check for space. So if space is found, then what we do, we read and accumulate next character, that is +1 character. Alright, repeat this. Alright, using this. Now before all of them, as soon as you input, you need to add a space before. Why? Because as soon as space occurs, the first character is needed before string. And then at the end you print accumulator. So this is another way and it is still working perfectly. So if I show you the program, we come here we pick up a string. So here, there we go, stay together. Alright, so here is what we have: input a string, input a name I can put. Okay, input a name. Now name is here, so I have a name, Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar, I'm just putting. Now this time we are adding a space before, we are adding a space here. So a space has been added. Now we are going from 0 index, so 0 index is going to read this until the length that is still here. Alright, now every character that I read, if it is a space, so if I find a space, whatever caret of I plus 1, so if the current value of I is 0, this will read 1 number. If the current value of I is 4, then this will read 5 number. If the current value of I is 7, this will read 8. So the next character, only after the space, so the space is here, space is here, space is here. So whenever there are 3 places the space will occur, all 3 places the next character is taken and being accumulated with H. H is an accumulator which is being declared to nothing, blank, nothing first time, blank plus the character of plus 1 is joined. Alright, and of course T dot as well. Okay, so here what will happen? Computer will read first character, 0 number, which is a space. Okay, so character is 0. Okay, so I'm just putting here character index position 0. So the moment it is a space, computer will immediately say 0 plus 1, that is one number is S. So S has been read, dot has been added, so I'm just going to keep here S dot in H. So H is nothing plus S dot became S dot. Now the loop started reading each character. Now there is R, A, M, E, S, H. All of them are read, none of them are space, so nothing would take place, it will go on. So if I say here 0, 1, okay, this is 0 of course. If I say this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, the moment 7 number is read, alright, 7 number is read. I value is 7, so I'm reading the I value as 7. The moment 7 number is found as a space, computer will immediately say plus 1 8 number, which is R, added, so S dot is already there, plus R dot will be joined. Okay, and the loop continues. Now if this is 7, if this was 7, this is 8, 9, 10, okay, so sorry, this is 7, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. The next space is going to be read at 14 here. So the moment computer reads the character 14 plus 1, the 15th character is T, it will be applied here followed by a dot. Previous value is already S dot R dot, the next value will become T dot. Okay, now computer may read till the end, but it doesn't matter, there is no space thereafter. At the end, whatever the H value, which is S dot R dot T dot, should get printed. So if I copy this, close this, compile, run the program, and get S dot R dot T. So I hope you guys have understood both the methods. This is the second method. Okay, you can keep this as a first as well, doesn't matter. One of the method you should know very well so that you will be able to solve the program much easily. The thought process is very important logically. You put any value, it will keep first character of each word as your output. I hope you've understood this. Please go through the video once again. And before you of course get into this, you must know string 3.1, which is reading word by word. And in this case probably you can take string 2, which is reading character by character. Thank you very much. God bless.